What's up, guys? And if you want something that's going to aid you in escaping the matrix, which is something that we're all working towards doing, you need to check out today's sponsor, Boom Self Meditation, who is offering you guys a completely free album filled with multiple songs that carry positive frequencies that will not only help you raise your vibrational frequency, they'll literally help you feel better throughout the day. So if you guys want something that's going to help you escape the matrix, check out this album, which I strongly advise you guys to do. This album is available on all platforms. All platforms. So thank you, Boom Self Meditation, for sponsoring this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
Ty Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. I don't want to be here. And for those of you that saw my video saying I want to leave this world, that was the title, and I'll have a link in the description. If you haven't saw that video, you need to watch that video because you'll understand more where I'm coming from in this video. I don't want to be here. Now, I'm not talking about suicidal things or nothing like that. I'm not talking about that. When I say I don't want to be here, I mean in this mainland country known as the United States. I don't want to be here. I don't want to live in a big city. For the most part, I don't even want to live in a city, period. I don't. And I realize that more and more as I look into island living. Island living, okay? Now, if you haven't hit that like button at this point, hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because about 15% of you guys that watch my videos, you're not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button right now. Subscribe and like button. You hit them? All right, thank you. Now, as I look into island living, I realize I don't want to be here more and more. I don't, because this doesn't resonate with me at all. The Matrix, the way people live, and I'm not saying it's a right or wrong way to live. I'm not saying that, and I'm not judging people that want to live in big cities either, but that's not for me. And I can't keep doing this, all right? So for those that watch my video that was titled, I Want to Leave This World, you understand why I spoke on why I want to leave mainstream living behind. And when I say mainstream living, I'm talking about big cities, everything so industrialized. I want to leave that behind and live a more organic life, a more connected to nature life, a life more, in a sense, people can call primitive, okay? That's what resonates with me. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. Now, in that video, I said, I want to do island living, but I didn't know specifically what island. And I've been researching, and the island that resonated with me the most was Hawaii. Now, if you guys seen my last community post, you know that I chose Hawaii. Here's why. I made videos speaking on ancient Lemuria. I have. And researching into what the things Dolores Cannon said, and just doing a lot of research on these things. And I realized that so many of these different perspectives all align with Hawaii being a sacred place. Spiritually, energetically, it's a sacred place. People have recalled past lives, ancient Lemuria being in Hawaii. It's a sacred place. And that's where I want to be. Because when I look and when I research into Hawaii and how the people live there, it's so different than how we live here. The way they see the world is so different. It is. The default settings for this country, for a male and female, especially black people, and I hate to say this, but it's true. The default setting is either for black men, a guy in the streets, hood guy. That's the default. That's what you see the most. Black woman, and I hate to say this, are moving more towards being masculine than feminine. Look at the music here. That's the default. City girl, want to turn up. That's the default. It's the default, especially for black women. It's the default. Sleep people. And I'm not judging them. But when I look in Hawaii, I was on a dating app, just swiping. And I'm comparing the two. Where I live here in this country, the US, and Hawaii. I'm going through the pictures here. I see women mostly showing off their bodies. Mostly showing off their bodies. Mostly smoking. And I'm not saying, if you do these things, I'm not down to you. But I see mostly sleep women. Women that are stuck in the matrix. That's what I see. Most of the pictures, people weren't even outside. It's all mirror pictures, flexing their bodies. That's what they want to do. That's what you want to do. And then I switch to Hawaii. What do I see? Women out there in nature. Women hiking. Not one picture, not one profile that I came across. A woman was flexing her sexuality. Not one. The vibe and the energy over there is just so different. It's so different. I can tell when somebody's taking a picture, if they are taking that picture just to get approval of people, and if they're taking that picture just because they want to show how happy they are. And in reality, they don't really care what people say. I'm posting this picture for me. And when I looked into those pictures that the women were posting of themselves on their profiles in Hawaii, the vibe was that. And that is the default over there. Being in nature, living off the land, being connected, meditating. That's the default. You see, when you go out and meditate here in the United States, you meditate here, people look at you, you're weird. And I'm not saying these things should affect you negatively, no. People look at you, you weird, what is he doing? Because that's not the norm here. That's not the default here. That's not. But when you go in Hawaii, you see somebody meditate, you see somebody sitting next to a tree. That's the normal there. And it's such the normal there that many people there, they don't even identify as spiritual, okay? Because in reality, spirituality and being spiritual is just a term that we gave it, that humans gave it, so we can have something to identify it as and differentiate it from the other types of lifestyles on this planet. That's what we did. That's a name that we gave it. In reality, it's not really called anything. It's simply the organic way of life. And they are accustomed to that, to the point where they don't even call it that. Okay? I've been looking into that place deeply. And the more I look into it, the more I realize I don't want to be here. That's where I want to be. Living an organic life. Because I can't do this right here forever. I can't. And I know you guys see me in nature now, but it's harder to find nature spots where I am opposed to being in Hawaii, where you're literally surrounded by it. I want to be there. I'm going to be there. And I'm going to achieve everything that I set out to do. Because I've helped people spiritually here. I have. But I have not reached the heights that I can reach yet at all. Because I have no issue with public speaking. I have no issue with people seeing me in nature, seeing me sitting next to trees. I have no issue doing that. There's been times out here on this little nature trail, I'll sit there and meditate over there in the grass, knowing so many people are walking by me because I want them to see me. Because just them seeing me, that plants seeds within their mind. Now what they do with that, that's their free will. But that's planting a seed, okay? But the thing is, it goes over most people's head. It goes over. In Hawaii, if I do that, I can even lead guided meditation sessions because more people are willing to do it. People are more likely to just walk up and join you because they're accustomed to live in that way. I've been researching into moving to Hawaii, the different islands, the Big Island, Kauai, and trust me, no disrespect if I pronounce these names wrong. The Big Island, Hawaii, Kauai, Mauii, and the other one's called Oahu, something like that. Okay, I've been researching into these things, and trust me, I understand it's not cheap to live there, especially in Mauii, because that's probably the most expensive place. It's not cheap, but it's possible. And if it's possible, that means you can achieve it. And I'm going to achieve it. I had a guy ask me about donating. And I told him, hey, you guys want to donate? And somebody donated me $50 about a week ago. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But if you want to donate and support me moving there, and all those funds that you donate are going directly to that cause, directly in my savings account to move to Hawaii. My Snapchat, my Cash App is Ty Spiritual 777. Donate there. And if you want my PayPal, I don't like put my PayPal public because PayPal reveals a lot of information like your location and all that. So I don't like putting my PayPal public. But if you want to donate using PayPal, just simply comment on this video and I'll tell you, and we'll get in contact with each other and you can donate that way. But I know it's not going to be easy. I know it's not going to be cheap, but I'm going to do it because that's the life that I want to live, because I truly feel like I can make such a bigger impact if I simply switch my environment. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, because more people will be more willing to listen. I want to live that way, in nature, organic. The native people there, I want to help them achieve what they're trying to achieve. I want to, because see, respect is a big thing over there. And that's the reason why a lot of Hawaiians, they kind of look at people that are not naturally from there and they be kind of hostile at first, because many people don't respect their culture. They don't respect, yes, it's a tourist spot, but they're not respecting it. They're not. They just come there, they'll throw trash, they don't be respectful to the natives, none of those things. And people wonder why they don't want people to come to Hawaii. That's why. But that won't be an issue with me. That won't. Because from the moment I meet specific people there, they will feel that energy radiating from me that I'm really for this. I'm really here. The main reason I want to move to Hawaii is to be more spiritual, be more tapped in, develop spiritual communities. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to achieve. Like, I feel like when I realized this, because I came across a TikTok of a girl saying she moved to Hawaii by herself.
Sit by myself, talking to the moon.
Fill up the single turn. And she was just showing all the natures and stuff like that. And it's like something sparked within me. It resonated deeply within me. I've been seeing videos of people saying they moved to Hawaii with $500. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do that or nobody should do that, but I've been seeing these things, okay? And it just makes, it's motivation for me to achieve what I want to achieve. Because I feel like I stepped on I went in a completely different direction when I chose Hawaii. I feel that way. I switched my angle, it seems like the sun's coming back. But I feel like I completely changed my life just by simply choosing that I want to go to Hawaii. I feel that way. Like that whole day, I was grounding and I was listening to certain songs and researching and seeing Hawaii. I feel like I changed my whole life by simply just making that decision, because I feel like I'm meant to be there and I'm not supposed to be here. Okay, I know Spiritual Soul made a song, I'm not supposed to be here. He made that song, but I don't want to be here, man. I want to be in Hawaii. And I've already told my parents. My dad, he's for it. My mom, she doesn't think I'm going to do it. She thinks I'm just talking. And I want you guys to understand this. If you're thinking about doing something big, go for it. You can achieve it. There might be people around you that support you. There might be people around you that don't support you. And there might be people around you that hope you don't succeed. Regardless how they feel, still strive to achieve what you want, because you can do it. That big move you've been thinking about, do it. If you feel that's for you, do it. Regardless what people think, do it. Okay? So this was just a personal video for me, because man, oh, this tree's energy is so amazing. When I look at how they live there in Hawaii, it makes my eyes water, man. Like, it really does. I play a game called The Sims, and it's an island DLC. And for those that don't know what a DLC is, it's pretty much an update. And I play with my Sims, and I'm on an island doing the exact same things that I want to do in real life. And it again, all these, it touches me so damn deeply, man. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I had somebody tell me, and this was years ago when I was barely into spiritual. I had somebody tell me, I see you speaking to big groups of people, helping big groups of people, being just this public figure. I had somebody tell me that before I even made this channel. And now I have a channel where I can reach thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I'm helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people. But at the same time, while I'm helping people that are online, I want to be making an impact in my environment as well, directly. Because you see, if people are more willing to be open and speak in person, I can give you a different perspective in person. Because giving information online and giving information in person, it's a little different. Because now you're in that person's presence, you're feeling that person's energy and aura. You can sense their intentions even more now because you see them. Okay? So this was just an event video for me, because I just feel like I want to get these things out. I don't want to be here. I don't. In this facade of a reality, all this industrialized living, I don't want those things. Island living is what resonates with me. Living amongst nature is what resonates with me. And Hawaii is absolutely beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is that if you're thinking about doing something big, don't think it's impossible. Don't think it's impossible. If it's something that you truly feel will better you spiritually, go for it. And if it's moving and putting yourself in a different environment, that's what you might have to do. I know you may have friends, you may have family that you might not see for a while after you make that move. But you still gotta do what's best for you. And that's what I'm going to do. Now my brother is most likely going to be coming with me, but I'm comfortable knowing I'm going to leave a lot of things behind when I make this move. But my main reason of being here and what resonates with me the most is helping people become the best versions of themselves spiritually as possible. I want to go there. I want to learn the Native Hawaiians culture. I want to do those things. I've watched movies like Moana. I'm telling you guys, like, it's hard for me to see things like that. It's hard for me to see movies like Avatar and island living. Like, while it's great and I see what I want to do, it's tough because I'm not there yet. But at the same time, it's motivation. This is something I'm going to achieve. This is something I'm going to do. Not going to be easy. But by 2024, I want to be in Hawaii. No later than 2025. I want to already be there. Okay? I want to already be there. And I'm going to do everything and I can to make this happen. Because, man, I can see, in a way, It sounds crazy, but I can see these things internally. I can see myself already there, on the beach, in nature, helping, connecting with the natives, learning their culture, being in mountains, grounding, working with animals. I can see myself doing these things. Like, I'm here to help change this world. And what I feel best that will aid that is me moving to Hawaii. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to be here. I'm gonna miss this tree right here because this is the first tree I ever actually connected to. And I've been coming out and seeing this tree for about 3 years now, which is crazy how time flies that fast. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if this video resonated with you, let me know below. And if you have a place that you want to move, or you have something that you feel like you want to do that'll help you better assist humanity and awaken yourself spiritually, let me know in the comments below, man. But that's what I'm going to do. Hawaii is what resonates with me the most. That's where I'm going to go. Okay? I know people say it's expensive, it's expensive, it's expensive. Milk costs like $8, $9 a gallon. I don't even drink milk. So most of the things I eat there are going to be more organic. All right? But I've seen people do it. I've seen people make the move. And it's not impossible for me. I already have a car that I own. So I'll get that car shipped over there. I already have a car that I own. So I won't be making payments on a car. Okay? But this is what I want to do. And I feel like this is something that all you guys should know that support me. That's the direction that I'm going in. Moving to Hawaii. And when I get there, you guys, like, you're going to see why I wanted to be there. Because you're going to feel the energy, you're going to see it. Why I wanted to be there. And all the work that I'm going to do. Because I'm genuinely for it. I'm really for it. Living that type of life, I'm for it. And the natives there, they have a reason to be hostile towards people that just moved to Hawaii, because some people just moved there. They still have the Matrix in their mind. They just want to be in Hawaii because it's different. I want to be there because it's different, but that's not the only reason. I'm there for spiritual reasons, and the default for how people live there is a spiritual life. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching this video. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Make sure you guys get out in nature. It'll raise your vibrational frequency. And that's what I'm going to do. Hawaii. No later than 2025. I really want to be, the goal is really to be there before the beginning of 2024. No later than 2025. I'm going to be in Hawaii. Teaching spirituality, learning their culture. That's what I'm going to be. That's where I'm going to be. That's what I want to do. I don't care who doubts me. I don't care at all. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? So anyways, thank you guys all for watching this video. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Until we meet again, and like the Na'vi say in Avatar, I see you. Simple.